Kansas City Chiefs, and the home of Southeast of Salina sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99 FM KSKG is the #1 station in Salina and Manhattan. Home to Bobby Bones in the morning and afternoons with Shane McClintock. 99 KG delivers the best of today's hot country with concerts, contests, and 40-minute music sweeps every hour. 99 KG is Central Kansas's home for new country.
97.5 FM KJCK is Central Kansas's station for all the hits. The most hit music every hour to get you through your day. Power Hits 97.5 is a highly rated top 40 station playing today's best music, serving Salina with the perfect blend of current hits. All the hits, all the time. Power Hits 97.5.
SalinaPost.com is Salina's #1 news source. Our local news team has their fingers on the pulse of the city, breaking important stories impacting our community. Salina Post is also your home for live streaming local sports. Your 24/7 local news leader, SalinaPost.com.
Eagle Radio Salina is more than just your favorite radio stations. We are your creative partner for the web. We can craft digital marketing plans unique to your needs. Our creative team creates amazing digital ads for the web. We also offer outstanding video production for your website, YouTube, Facebook, Hulu, and more. Let our Eagle team help you soar. Discover the power of today's radio and digital platforms.
KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM is the #1 talk radio station in Salina, featuring Coffee Talk in the mornings with Sean Hannity and Mark Levin in the afternoons. KINA is your stadium for the world champion Kansas City Chiefs and the home of Southeast of Salina sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99 FM KSKG is the #1 station in Salina and Manhattan. Home to Bobby Bones in the morning and afternoons with Shane McClintock. 99 KG delivers the best of today's hot country with concerts, contests, and 40-minute music sweeps every hour. 99 KG is Central Kansas's home for new country.
97.5 FM KJCK is Central Kansas's station for all the hits. The most hit music every hour to get you through your day. Power Hits 97.5 is a highly rated top 40 station playing today's best music, serving Salina with the perfect blend of current hits. All the hits, all the time. Power Hits 97.5.
SalinaPost.com is Salina's #1 news source. Our local news team has their fingers on the pulse of the city, breaking important stories impacting our community. Salina Post is also your home for live streaming local sports. Your 24/7 local news leader, SalinaPost.com.
Eagle Radio Salina is more than just your favorite radio stations. We are your creative partner for the web. We can craft digital marketing plans unique to your needs. Our creative team creates amazing digital ads for the web. We also offer outstanding video production for your website, YouTube, Facebook, Hulu, and more. Let our Eagle team help you soar. Discover the power of today's radio and digital platforms.
KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM is the #1 talk radio station in Salina, featuring Coffee Talk in the mornings with Sean Hannity and Mark Levin in the afternoons. KINA is your stadium for the world champion Kansas City Chiefs and the home of Southeast of Salina sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99.
Football presented by Eagle Communications and the Salina Post. And now with your pregame and play-by-play, here's Adam Coulter.
And a very good evening here back in Salina. The first time in 4 weeks. Going back to week 2, the last time the Sacred Heart Knights played here On Gene Bissell Field and JRI Stadium here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Good evening. I'm Adam Coulter and joined by Brian Dennett on the camera work here this evening. Hope you enjoy the live video and streaming, the audio and video as we get set for Sacred Heart and Bennington. Here a homecoming night for Sacred Heart back on the home field as the Knights come in 0-4. The Bulldogs come in 0-5, so one of these two obviously will get their first victory of the season here this evening. And do want to say thank you very much to our sponsors tonight, L&L Advisors and Joe Guillory, along with Bennington State Bank, who they paid the admission fee for everyone here tonight as it's a community night here at the stadium. And a large crowd, nice crowd here by both schools. Bennington making the short trip. The Knights here at home, of course, and both schools well represented here in Salina on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University here this evening. Pre-game this evening. Sponsored by Billings Group as we get set for week number 6, game number 6 already between these two here in this high school football season. And again, Billings Group, our sponsor here for this one as we get set to go, really looking ahead to the postseason just a little bit as the Knights head home here for week 6, taking on Bennington. Next week, we're on the road at Harrington. Then for senior night, week number 8, October 25th, that'll be right back here as the Knights will take on the Republic County Buffaloes. And a real simple scenario with the standings what they are, where the Knights come in 0-4. They're 0-1 in 1A District 5. Bennington's 0-5, 0-2 in the league. Harrington's also 0-5 and 0-1 in the league. Meanwhile, Republic County 2-3. They're 2-0 in the league, though, or the district, I should say, as they have head-to-head wins against Harrington and Bennington. And Valley Heights in the driver's seat, they're 2-0 as well, and 4-1 record overall. So hypothetically, if Valley Heights wins tonight and next week, that would give them head-to-head wins against Bennington, Harrington, and Republic County. Meanwhile, if Sacred Heart wins their next 3 combined with that, against Bennington, against Harrington, and against Republic County, that would make the final standings would then be where Valley Heights beat Sacred Heart head-to-head. Real simple. If Valley Heights wins its next 2 and Sacred Heart wins its next 3, then those would be your top 2 teams, and that would eventually, or ultimately I should say, put Sacred Heart in its district game in week number 9 here at home in Salina. So one game at a time, one night at a time, but getting here and first and foremost as the captains after the coin toss going back to their respective sidelines. The Knights in their home blues. Blue tops, blue bottoms with the white letters. Gold trim and the gold helmets a la Notre Dame. Just a solid gold helmet for Sacred Heart. Meanwhile, for Bennington, if you squint just a little bit, you might think if you're watching this that from the neck down, it looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers over there. They've got the white tops with the black numerals and letters. Yellow pants with the piping down the side, the stripe, with a white stripe and black stripe on either side, as the two teams are going to head out onto the field as the clock will wind down. Lorenzo McVeigh and Isaiah Garrett back deep for the Bulldogs, who will start with the opening possession. Bulldogs will be going right to left here to start things off as you view it. Sacred Heart left to right as Leon Rowe tees it up for the blue and gold. 12 minutes on the clock. Again, both teams winless thus far. One of them will get their first victory of the season here in this one this evening. So the Knights line up. Ball teed up at their own 40. Leon Rowe looks left, looks right. And here is the opening kickoff. Just a short end-over-end kick to the 45. Taken by Cole Casper for Bennington. And just a 15-yard kick as it's taken right there and down at Bennington's own 45-yard line. Thanks again to Billings Group, our pregame sponsor, and all of our sponsors will mention here throughout the game as well. Twin receivers up top to the right, single receiver low to the left, single back. Back in shotgun, and the snap. It's a quarterback keeper, and this is going to be a tackle for a loss. This will be a sack. Quarterback Paige Rodenbeek brought down. Quarterback sack. That was Leon Rowe who got in there from his defensive end position. We'll back him up about 3, second down and 13 from the Bulldogs' own 42. Trips now to the right, single receiver to the left, and there's some movement on the line. We'll see if that's offsides or a false start. It will be offside against the Knights, so that'll give them 5 right back. So it's going to be second down and 8 now. The ball up to the 47. Open minute here, Bennington and Sacred Heart. Rodenbeek up again, handoff, right side running with it. Turning the corner, midfield 50 to the 40, down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. The tackle made by Noah Hines, the run by Logan Gillett. 5'11", 235-pound senior for Bennington, a big gain. And a first down for the Bulldogs at the Knight 30. So again, the Bulldogs had the short field to begin with. Bulldogs back to the line as the drive continues. Twin receivers left and right, now man in motion right to left. Making a handoff now, a handoff again, and this time nowhere to go, and a host of Knights on the far side bringing Gillett down. Carson Lehman among the Knights in on the tackle there. As it's a loss of a couple, second down and 12. Back to the Bulldog, or check that rather, the Knight 32. About a minute and a half gone by early on in this one, opening drive of the game. Bulldogs line up 4 receivers to the near side. Single receiver up top, empty backfield in the shotgun. Quick out near side, pass caught to the 30 and brought down. It was Tristan Hitchens on the tackle for Sacred Heart, Isaiah Garrett. The reception for Bennington. And the ball up to the 26. Third down and 6 for the Knights. We'll see if the Bulldogs are thinking 4-down territory if they don't get this conversion. Twins up top, single receiver down low to the left, single back. Hand off again, and behind that'll be a tackle for a loss. As it'll be 4th down now. Case and Ivy the tackle for Sacred Heart. Once again, Logan Gillett, the ball carrier for Bennington. So the clock continues to roll now, approaching 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Opening series for either team. Twins to the left, single receiver up top to the right now, single back. Again, back in the shotgun, under 9 to play in the first, rolling right, or rolling left, I should say, and boy, that was nearly, off the fingertips of Cole Casper, and there to meet him Bryson Gotti broke up the pass, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Ball back to Sacred Heart for the first time here in the game. 8:51 to play. So the Knights with it at their own 28. Now they'll line up with Twins up top to the left, single receiver to the right. Handoff up the middle. That's either Matucci or that's Lehman. See if that's a 5 or a 6, and it is Carson Lehman for Sacred Heart with a short run. Casper the tackle for Bennington. Ball up to the 31. About a 4-yard gain, second down, or about a 3-yard gain, I should say, 2nd and 7. Single back again for Sacred Heart, 3 receivers. Snap back and rolling right, and a flag from the near side. That's going to be a false start against Sacred Heart. It'll back him up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 12 now. So again, that'll back the Knights up, back to their own 26, 2nd down and 12. And we'll redo 2nd down. Clock rolls one more time, as we're going to go under 8 minutes left here in the first. Three receivers. Man in motion in the backfield. Lehman. Quick pass over the middle. Matucci with it now. Rolling to his right, to the 35, to the 40. Up to the 45 and near the 50 in midfield. A nice run for Dom Matucci. And a big first down just shy of midfield for Sacred Heart. Jackson Kidd out there, just a freshman. Credited with the tackle on that particular play. And the ball just shy of the 49. 1st and 10 for Sacred Heart. 7.5 to play here in the opening quarter, and we're scoreless. So a short kickoff to start the game by Sacred Heart. Bennington turns it over on downs after what started as a nice drive, and now Sacred Heart approaching Bulldog territory. Quick pass, and that's going to be dropped. Some pressure there. Matucci, the intended receiver. 2 or 3 of the white and yellow jerseys of Bennington in the neighborhood. Knights back in their huddle. Back to the line come the blue and gold. Single receiver left. Hand off again. And a little bit of running room there, but right into a wall and that was Carson Lehman. Just across the 50 and ran into a wall about as soon as he hit the 50-yard line. He actually got down to the 47. 3rd and 6 for the Knights, under 7 to play in the first. Single receiver up top. That's Noah Hines. An offset eye for Sacred Heart. Snapping back, quick pass left side, and that's just over the outstretched fingers and arms. As I was going for Noah Hines, I was intended for Noah Hines from Wells and Sacred Heart, so it's a 4th down situation here just across midfield. 4th and 6 for the Knights from the Bulldog 47. And looks like they're going to go for it. Twin receiver to the right, single to the top, up to the left. Man in motion, Matucci. Snap to Wells, left side. Got a man downfield, pass caught to the 10, to the 5, and in there for a touchdown. 6-0 Sacred Heart. Wells to Hines from 47 yards out. Well thrown ball, got that last jolt as he caught it inside the 10 to finish the scoring play. And with 6:15 to go in the first, it's a 6-0 Knight lead. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, one man in the backfield. Wells rolling right, pass caught. 2-point conversion, good. Carson Lehman hauls it in. 6:15 to go in the opening quarter. Sacred Heart on its homecoming night, they lead over Bennington 8-0. And you're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football, brought to you by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory, and Bennington State Bank.
For years, your vehicle has taken good care of you. And when it's time to return the favor, the place to go is 8140 Auto Service in Salina. From oil changes, tune-ups, and routine repairs, to brake work, heating and cooling, and everything in between, 8140 can handle just about any job and be friendly to your budget. Located at 601 North Santa Fe, across the street from Chuck's. 8140 Auto Service, where modern vehicle knowledge meets classic friendly service.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Football here on Salina Post. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett on the broadcast this evening. 47-yard touchdown for Pater, to Pater, I guess I should say. That was Wells to Hines for Sacred Heart. 6-0, that made the score just a moment ago, and now 2-point conversion by Carson Lehman. It's 8-0 Sacred Heart with 6:15 to go in the opening quarter. In our area scoreboard, we'll be looking at area scores throughout the evening. That's also brought to you by Bennington State Bank. And the kickoff, another short kick by Sacred Heart back to the 25 to the 30. Tristan Hitchens back there for a moment, and now up to the 35, just past the 35, goes the pile of players. Looks like they'll spot this around the 35 or 36, and a short return for Bennington as they continue, or I should say they'll begin what's going to be their second drive of the game. 1st and 10 from their own 36, Knights up 8-0. Halfway through the opening quarter with 6 gone by and 6 to go. So now the Bulldogs, single receiver to either side. One man in the backfield. That's alongside quarterback Rodenbeek. Now a run to the left and short gain on the play. The ball carrier, Isaiah Garrett. Don Matucci, the opposing number 5s, meeting there. Matucci with the tackle on Garrett. Twin receivers to either side now. Man in motion. Fakes a handoff there, and another short gain. A surge up just past the 40 by Bennington, quarterback Rodenbeek. We're down to nearly the 5-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Sacred Heart strikes first. They lead 8-0 here on homecoming night. Bennington back to the line. Trips now up top. Slinger receiver to the left. One back alongside quarterback Rodenbeek. Stoppage of play there, and false start against Bennington, so that'll cost them 5 and back them up. So we'll go from 3rd and 5 back to about 3rd and 10. Back to about their own 36. Empty backfield. Oh, take that back. One back there. Rolling right, Rodenbeek. Evades a couple of defenders, right side, and overthrew. Had a couple of receivers over there. Isaiah Garrett was there, but overthrew his receivers. And it'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs. Back deep to receive for Sacred Heart. It'll be Noah Hines all by himself, just inside his own 35. And back to kick it away, Isaiah Garrett for Bennington. Snap back to him. Up with it, and that's going to take one hop and go out of bounds inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. As Sacred Heart will set up shop for its next series. Let's see where. Going to spot this at, well, right between the 38 and 39. So the Knights, not bad field position for this second drive. 4:14 to play first quarter. Knights 8, Bulldogs nothing. Twin receivers to the right. Couple of backs. Hand off to Matucci right up the middle, still on his feet, and all the way up to about the 45. You're always taught until you hear that whistle, keep those feet moving. About a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4, as the ball now between the 44 and 45. 3:45 to play here in the first. Matucci in the backfield alongside quarterback Wells. Man in motion, it's a pitch. There's Gotti. And now he heaves it down the field. Little trickery by the Knights. Touchdown, Carson Lehman. .328 to play. It's 14-0. So we had Wells in the pitch. To Gotti. Two-point conversion now, left side of the end zone, up and caught for the two-point conversion. Noah Hines with it. 3:28 to go here in the opening quarter. It's now the Knights 16 and the Bulldogs nothing. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Joe Guillory and LBL Advisors, along with Bennington State Bank.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by Bennington State Bank, who, by the way, paid the admission for all of us here this evening. All the fans from both schools. Bennington making the short drive, and a lot of Bulldog fans, a lot of yellow and black clad fans, along with the Sacred Heart homecoming crowd. In the blue and gold as Leon Rowe tees it up from his own 40, 16-0. A couple of big touchdown passes for the Knights going back to 6:15 to go in the first. Here in the first, as we remain in the first. 47-yard touchdown pass from Wells to Hines, and then 55 yards to Paydirt at the 3:28 mark where we sit right now. Off the pitch, and then a long pass, and that is taken inside the 10 at the 9 to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Still on his feet is Isaiah Garrett on the far side, brought down at about the 30 over there. 3:21 to play, and Bennington will start 1st and 10. Offensively one more time. In 55 yards moments ago. Quarterback Wells with a pitch to Gotti, who throws it to Lehman. Little razzle-dazzle from Sacred Heart. That made it 14-0 and a 2-point conversion. Caught by Hines. Makes it 16-0 where we sit right now. Hand off now, off to the right. Not a lot of running room there. It'll be a short gain on 1st down. That was McVeigh. Lorenzo McVeigh in there for Bennington with a short run to his right. Under 3 to play, and they give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 from the own 32 for Bennington. Spreading it out once again. Bennington 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Lone back alongside quarterback Rodenbeek for Bennington. Dropping back, looking, still looking, and overthrowing his intended receiver. That was Isaiah Garrett. The outstretched arms and the ball out the fingers. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and long now for Bennington, 3rd and 9. Bennington back to the line. 4 receivers lined up on the right up top. Empty backfield. Rodenbeek back there all by himself in the shotgun. 2.5 to play 1st quarter here from Salina and Sacred Heart. Going to his left, and again met by a host of blue-clad Sacred Heart Knights. Dalmatucci in there on the tackle. Also Leon Rowe there. The ball up to the 34. And it's 4th and long for the Bulldogs. 16-0 Knights with a couple of minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And back to punt. Single receiver back there for the Knights. A high end-over-end kick. Takes a Bennington bounce to the 20, inside the 20. And it'll fall to 16. A minute 32 to go in the first. Sacred Heart back on offense. Up 2 scores, 16-0. And they spot it at the 16. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Again, coming in, the 2 teams, the Knights 0-4, the Bulldogs 0-5. Both teams looking for their first win of the season overall. Both teams also looking for their first win in the district, Class 1A District 5. And Cross at 20 with the carry, Carson Lehman for the Knights, and not sub-state. I was going to say district seeding for the Week 9 matchups. First week of the playoffs. Ball up to the 22, gain of 6. Second down and 4 for the Knights. So there will be a minute to go, actually under a minute, when the ball is snapped. Twin receivers to the right. One back on either side of quarterback Wells. There's a snap to him, a handoff up the middle again. Don Matucci this time stayed on his feet right there, and that's going to be a first down and more for Sacred Heart. And check that, Carson Lehman, I should say, and turn the corner here to the near side to his right. Get a few extra yards. While penning the flag, he was able to stay vertical and gain a few extra yards at the end of the play. But a flag is down. And a late hit against Bennington. Did not see where it came from, but that's going to put the Knights across midfield and into Bulldog territory. So the Knights start on their own 16. And now in part thanks to the penalty, just across the 50, the ball spotted between the 46 and 47 of Bennington. 40 seconds left here, late first quarter, 16-0 Knights. Snap. Still looking, going, airing it out, near side, and it's and there is a flag down inside the 15 down that near side of the field. They do call pass interference against Bennington on the play. So now another 7 seconds gone by, 33 seconds left here in the first. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. And the referees will march down the field one more time with some additional free yards for the Knights. So 1st and 10 at the 31 of Bennington for Sacred Heart. Late here in the first quarter. Up 2 scores, and the Knights looking for more. Here's the snap, and losing the snap and just falling on it. Big loss by Wells and Sacred Heart, but it might be the last play of the opening quarter. It'll back the Knights up. Be 2nd down and long for Sacred Heart. All the way back to the 46, 2nd down and 25, it looks like. And referees conferring over the spot. Meanwhile, the first quarter comes to an end. After the opening 12 minutes, Sacred Heart up 2 scores here on its homecoming night. It's the Knights 16 and the Bulldogs nothing, and you're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Bennington State Bank, along with L&L Advisors and Joe Guillory.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory, and Bennington State Bank. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett, and Bennington State Bank, our sponsor of our area scoreboard update. Some of the area scores, we've got end of first quarter scores, scoreless, Hillsboro and southeast of Saline. Also looking at other scores, El Saline and Little River also tied at 8 at the end of the first quarter there. Minneapolis and Beloit scoreless after 1. And one, I take that back. One final actually this evening, Smith Center over Stanton County out of our area, but 63-14. Smith Center wins that one in a big way here this evening. First play of the second quarter now as we switch sides. The Knights now right to left, over the middle and overthrowing his intended receiver. And that was Matucci. Pass from quarterback Wells, but so it's going to be third down and a bunch. Third and long for the Knights, just underway here in the second quarter. Twin receivers to the top. Empty backfield. Now trying to get out of trouble, and it's going to be a big sack and a 4th and a mile situation for the Knights, as it was already 3rd and 25, and that's another big loss. Fourth and close to 40. On 4th and 35, I'll go with the scoreboard. Single back to receive is Isaiah Garrett for the Bulldogs. And back now, he was inside the 20 and now backs up to the zone 10. As Leon Rowe back to punt it away for the Knights. Here's the snap to him. Line drive kick. Not a lot of air under that one, and it's taken back inside the 15, and fumble on the play. Who got it? Ball popped loose. Bennington's going to keep possession as Garrett comes back out of the pile with the ball, but boy, that could have gave the Knights the ball right back in the red zone, but nonetheless, Bennington with it back. Pinned back in their own territory. They're back at the 16-yard line. Speaking of 16-0. Sacred Heart leads it here early second quarter. 4 receivers up top to the left. Single receiver on the right, empty backfield. Now a man in motion. That's Garrett. Snap to Rodenbeek. Now he's going to run it himself. He's going to go up to the 20, left side, trying to turn the corner. Still on his feet. Evades a couple of tackles and gets nearly to the 30 down there. Fancy footwork over there. Leon Rowe brought him down on the far sideline. And that's a first down play for Bennington. First and 10, they spot it just shy of the Bulldog 28. Single back, again a man in motion, left to right, handoff, and not a lot of room to run that time was McVeigh. The scamper to his left, and might be no gain. No, they're going to say it's actually a loss of a couple on the play. Back to the 26. Tristan Hitchin in there on the tackle for Sacred Heart. Just over 10 minutes to play before halftime. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. One back alongside quarterback Rodenbeek. And the snap to him, quick out, right side, tipped, and in the hands of Garrett. And across the 30 it goes. It'll be about a 4-yard gain for Bennington. I'm going to spot this, the 32 it looks like. Third down and 6. Manageable here for Bennington. And McVeigh, the lone back, alongside quarterback Roddenbeek for Bennington. Snap to him, looking, rolling to his right. Quick out, near side to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. McVeigh with it on his feet. Nice gain for the Bulldogs. First down yardage and into Sacred Heart territory at the 9-minute mark here of the second quarter. And really exactly what the Bulldogs need. Just some big chunks of yardage, and the farther down the field they drive, just to give them a little confidence too, down a couple of scores here on the road. 4 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 1 back. And a pass over the middle caught. One man missing a tackle, and with it, and brought down shy of the 30. Once again, that was Isaiah Garrett. Bryson Gotti with the tackle for Sacred Heart. That is another first down for Bennington. So the Bulldogs marching on once again. Their farthest drive into night territory back in the first, they gave it up on downs. So far their best drive was their first one. Snap now, pass, near side, caught again. And on the tackle, Carson Lehman. Also in there was Maddox Wells, as they bring down Isaiah Garrett one more time. Under 8 to play now before halftime. The Knights up 2 scores, 16-0. That's about an 8-yard gain. Second down and short for Bennington. And 1 back along with Roddenbeek, rolling to his left. Little protection there, and now he's going to swing it over the middle. Pass complete. And brought down again by Lehman. And that was, I'm going to try this last name, Aiden Lewandowski. 1st and 10. Just outside the 10 into the red zone. So now the Bulldogs can still get a first down without scoring. Just outside the 10. Approaching 7 to play before halftime, trailing 16-0. Again, really the same base formation most of the game. Although just a single receiver to each side now for Bennington. They've had as many as 5 receivers on some of these plays. Snap again. Left side, and that's a couple of flags down, and it looks like that's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. Now is one up here in the booth. I had the visiting coaches up here as well, and just hearing them for a moment, they confirm what I thought. So that's going to back the Bulldogs up 10. It'll be second down, or check that rather, 1st and 20 from the Knight 21. So it backs them up just out of the red zone. And more importantly, just, well, no. 10 yards from the end of the play, it looks like. So 1st down and 17 from the 18. Bulldogs back to the line. Now back to a 4-receiver set and one back. Going to the end zone, and that's nearly picked off. Was there interference either way there? And aired it out did quarterback Rodenbeek for Bennington into the end zone. Little pushing and shoving there, and nearly a diving interception, but everything for naught. No flags down. 2nd down and 17 from the 18 for Bennington. 6.5 to play before halftime. 4 wide receivers again. Single back. And now evading one tackle, now giving chase Leon Rowe, and that's going to be a quarterback sack all the way back to the 28 or the 29. As Rodenbeek got away from one night defender, but not the second one. And now it's 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs. They started 1st and 10 from the night 11. And now 3rd and long, the ball back to the night 28. Again, 4 wide for Bennington. McVeigh along Rodenbeek in the backfield. Rodenbeek goes to McVeigh near side 30. To his right to the 25, inside the 25, down to about the 22 or 23 it looks like. So it's 4th down. As will be under 5 minutes when the next play is snapped. Let's see what Bennington draws up here. Head coach, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this, and I should have far earlier, Brian Schamberg, the head coach of Bennington. Ryan Kryacek in his first year as the head man at Sacred Heart. 4:40 and counting here late in the second quarter. There's snap to Rodenbeek. Pressured again, and Lehman. And that Lehman diving for the sack here behind the line and diving again by one of the night players down the field. It's incomplete. Another turnover on downs, the second against the Bulldogs in the game. Both of their drives. The first one, their first of the game, and then the one that just completed here. Their 2 best drives have fallen short as they turn the ball over to the Knights. They've got the Knights pinned at their own 28. Let's see what the Knights can do with 4:26 left here in the second quarter. Twin receivers to the right. 2 in the backfield as well. Quarterback Wells, handoff right up the middle. Still on his feet and up to the 35 was Don Matucci on the carry. Just right up. It was very much a north and south run. And actually, they'll spot this at the 34. First down for Sacred Heart. 4 minutes left here before halftime. Another snap to Wells. Handoff again up the middle. And again, a nice run. That'll be about a 5-yard gain to the 40. And Matucci one more time. We're going to go under 3.5 here momentarily. Bulldogs to the line awaiting the Knights. 16-0 Sacred Heart. And already passes for touchdowns for the Knights of 47 and 55 yards respectively. Twin receivers to the left, a couple in the backfield as well. Hand off again to Matucci in traffic, and that'll be close to another first down. If not, across the 45, that should be a first down, and the sticks move. It is. Just across midfield into Bulldog territory to the 49. Just went under 3 minutes to go here in the second. By the way, some of the homecoming festivities, we're going to have our mics and cameras on that coming up here at halftime. But the Knights still 2.5 and falling right back on it. Knights lose it, but Wells just falls on it, so the Knights just lose maybe. And the referee didn't really move the spot at all, so we'll call it second down and 10, no gain. Two minutes left here in the first half, that is. Snap to Wells, pump fake, going long, going left, into double coverage, and pass caught. Is it inbounds? Yes. Pass complete to Noah Hines. 27-yard pass play there. And just on the doorstep of the red zone are the Knights at the Bulldog on the ball between the 22 and 23-yard line. Minute 45 to go. Knights trying to tack on one more score here before intermission. Twin backs, twin receivers for the Knights. Another handoff. Carson Lehman left side. 20-15. Inside the 15 down to the 14, maybe the 13. And they will spot this right at the 14-yard line on the near hash, left side to us. Or near side to us, I should say, if you're viewing it. Nice to the line with just over a minute to go before halftime. Twin receivers up top. Matucci and Hines, and down low is Gotti, the single receiver on the near side. Handoff, Lehman, 10, turns the corner to the 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. Oh, penalty flag on the run by Lehman, right at the 5-yard line on the near side. That's going to negate the touchdown. It's a block in the back against Sacred Heart. That's unfortunate. That would have been a third score here, late second quarter. It would have sent the Knights into the locker room with a 3-score lead, and they still might get this one in. I shouldn't say like they're not going to score here. Back rolling right. Pass over there, caught on the right side, and it's going to be close to a first down now, under 30 seconds left. So 29 seconds to go before halftime. Timeout call. We'll take a quick one with them. Knights up 16-0 over the Bulldogs. As you're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post presented by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory and Bennington State Bank.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Welcome back again to Sacred Heart Football. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. 29 seconds left before halftime. The Knights with it. Third down and short from the Bulldog 15. Already up 16-0, looking to tack on additional points before the halftime break. Snap to Hines. Right side he goes, still on his feet, and right near that first down marker, or Wells I should say. Another timeout called by Sacred Heart now with 8 seconds left before the break. And let's go ahead and take another area scoreboard update. Take a look at our area scoreboard update, that is. This game's in the area this evening. Well, Chapman's tied up with Wamego. There's actually scoreless at the end of the opening quarter. Southeast of Salina and Hillsborough, I mentioned that earlier, end of quarter score. They're scoreless. Abilene down to Augusta. First quarter scored there, 6-0. Little River and El Saline, 8-8. Tie game. That was an end of first quarter score as well. And some of the area scores and games of note for us here in Salina. And Knights back to the line, and they put 14 seconds. Add 6 more back to the clock. So it's 4th and 2 for the Knights. From the Bulldog 14. There's the snap. Going for the end zone. Pass up. Tipped up and incomplete. Intended for Bryson Gotti. Isaiah Garrett in on the play, now down to 8 seconds. So the Bulldogs are going to get it back here with 8 ticks left. So Sacred Heart this time finds itself deep in Bulldog territory and can't punch it in. Back to the line. 8 seconds left as the Bulldogs now at their own 14, 1st and 10. Coming up here at halftime as the Bulldogs kneel down on it. That'll run out the first half clock. We'll take a quick break, come back, and then we'll send it out to the field and homecoming festivities as it's 16-0 here at halftime. Sacred Heart on top on its homecoming night. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by Bennington State Bank and also L&L Advisors and Joe Guillory.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
For years, your vehicle has taken good care of you. And when it's time to return the favor, the place to go is 8140 Auto Service in Salina. From oil changes, tune-ups, and routine repairs to brake work, heating and cooling, and everything in between, 8140 can handle just about any job and be friendly to your budget. Located at 601 North Santa Fe across the street from Chuck's. 8140 Auto Service, where modern vehicle knowledge meets classic friendly service.
And welcome back once again here to Sacred Heart Football with Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. Halftime brought to you by, well, they'll also want to thank you and welcome you back to the Equity Bank broadcast booth, I should say as well. I want to thank some of our sponsors, including Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Billings Group, Equity Bank, also Salina, I just said that one, Bennington State Bank, Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington, along with the Salina Pain Clinic. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors that make our broadcast possible. Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Vernon Jewelers, Apex Shears, also 8140 Auto Service, our newest sponsor of Sacred Heart Football. Messenger Total Promotions, Sage Products, Kelly Kitchener with Shelter Insurance. And again, for all of them, we thank you very much for supporting Salina, Saline County, and area athletes and high school sports. Don't forget to listen to KINA later on tonight at 10 for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show. As you'll hear scores and game wraps from across the state, brought to you as always by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. You can listen to that on 107.5 FM rather, 107.5 FM, 910 AM, or 910KINA.com. We'll go ahead and take a break and send you to coverage of and video of homecoming night here at Sacred Heart. Back after a break. Let's go to the field now for the festivities.
We would also like to extend a special welcome to returning alumni. Honoring the Kansas Wesleyan Stadium guidelines, no one is permitted on the track at any time, especially during the halftime ceremony. Following the crowning, the King, Queen, and candidates can entertain well-wishers south of the stadium in the gathering area. And now, please welcome our Masters of Ceremonies, seniors, Jaden Armona King and Abram Anderson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our halftime ceremony. On behalf of the senior class, we would like to welcome all alumni, parents, teachers, and friends to tonight's activity. Our candidates have been selected by the senior class, and the king and queen were voted on by the high school student body. And now, on with the appointments. Our first candidate is Amy Meredith. Amy is the daughter of Jose and Lucila Meredith. She has been involved in cheer, lettering all 4 years. She was also involved in dance, basketball, and tennis. She has participated in Junior Civitan, Safe, Culture Club, and Relay for Life. This year, Amy is a co-captain of the Mother Teresa community. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the honor roll all 4 years at Sacred Heart. After graduation, Amy plans on attending Kansas State University to major in biology on a pre-med track. Candidate, Amy Mara. Supporting Amy Mara is Brady Wells, son of Tiffany and Jason Wells. He has been involved in cross-country, track and field, baseball, and basketball, lettering 4 years in cross-country, 3 years in baseball, and a year in track and field. He has participated in CYO, Relay for Life, and SAFE.
Brady has made honor roll. He has been a Mother Teresa House and Community Leader for 2 years. Brady plans to major in biology, but is undecided on a college. Candidate Brady Wells.
Our next candidate is Caroline Stone. Caroline is daughter of Marilyn and Dan Stone. She has been involved in cross country and track, lettering all 4 years. She was part of the state champion 4x800 meter relay and cross country teams. She has also participated in cheer, dance, and basketball during her time at Sacred Heart. She is the president of the Drama Club, SAFE, Junior Civitan, and Fiat. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the High Honor Roll all 4 years at Sacred Heart. This year, Caroline is a co-editor of the yearbook and a co-captain of the Margaret Mary community. Outside of school, she plays club soccer and holds local and district offices for the Sunny Valley 4-H Club and is a 4-H Key Award recipient. After graduation, Caroline plans to continue her running career while receiving a bachelor's degree in architecture. Candidate Caroline Stone.
Escorting Caroline is Carson Lehman. Carson is the son of Bennington and Jennifer Lehman. He has been involved in football, lettering all 4 years, and basketball, lettering for 3 years. He is also a member of SAFE for 2 years, Chess Club for 3, and has participated in CYO. Carson is also a member of the National Honor Society, has been on the High Honor Roll for all 4 years at Sacred Heart. After graduation, Carson plans on attending Fort Hays State University to study construction science. Candidate Carson Lehman.
Queen candidate Jaden Freeman is the daughter of John and Jennifer Freeman. She has participated in volleyball and softball all 4 years, lettering and both. She has also been involved in SAFE, yearbook, and community leadership. This year, Jaden is a co-editor of the yearbook and a co-captain of the Margaret Mary community. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the High Honor Roll all 4 years at Sacred Heart. After graduation, Jaden plans on attending Fort Hays State University to study elementary education. Candidate Jaden Freeman.
Escorting Jaden Freeman is Leon Rell, son of Shannon Yerke. He has been involved in football 4 years and has lettered the past 3 years. Baseball for 4 years and has lettered the past 3. Leon participated in CYO for 3 years. Leon is currently taking diesel mechanic classes at Salina Tech and his future plans are to continue at Salina Tech to finish school and become a diesel mechanic. Candidate Leon Rowe.
Please welcome candidate Hazel Rodriguez, the daughter of Juan and Carolyn Rodriguez. She has participated in track for 3 years, lettering in all 3, and ongoing for her senior season in the spring. She has also participated in cross country for 1 year and basketball for 1 year. She has been involved in Junior Civitan, SAFE, Relay for Life, and is one of the co-captains in the community leadership system. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the High Honor Roll all 4 years at Sacred Heart. After graduation, Hazel plans on attending Fort Hays State University to enroll in the pre-medicine program and major in biology. Candidate Hazel Rodriguez.
Escorting Hazel Rodriguez is Alex Ortiz. Alex is the son of Janice and Anna Ortiz. He has been involved in football and baseball, lettering 2 years in both. He was also involved in bowling for 1 year. He has also participated in SAFE, Relay for Life, CYO, and Chess Club. This year, Alex is a captain for the football team. After graduation, Alex plans on attending Kansas State University to major in business. Candidate Alex Ortiz.
Queen Candidate McKenna Suga is the daughter of Alex Suga and Lena Tinaka. She is the senior class president, and she has been involved in track, lettering the past 3 years, qualifying and medaling at state for 2 years. She was also involved in cross country, volleyball, basketball, and powerlifting. For the past 2 years, she has competed in indoor track meets around the state. She has participated in Junior Citizen, Safe, Relay for Life, FIA, Math Relay, Debate, Yearbook, and CY. McKenna has served as a house community leader throughout her high school career. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the High Honor Roll all 4 years at Sacred Heart. For the past 3 years, she has received the President's Award for Outstanding Academic Excellence. After graduation, McKenna plans to obtain a bachelor's in kinesiology in the pursuit of a doctorate of physical therapy. Candidate McKenna Suga.
Escorting McKenna Suga is Tegan Carswell, son of Aaron and Christy Tekka. He has been involved in football, bowling, and tennis. He has participated in chess club. After graduation, Tegan plans on attending Salina Area Technical College for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Candidate Tegan Carswell.
Presenting our crowns tonight and crowning our new royalty will be the King and Queen from Homecoming 2023, Cameron Yowie and Sydney Getz. Cameron is currently attending Fort Hays State University to play baseball and majoring in general agriculture. Sydney attends Kansas State University and is studying elementary education. Please join us in welcoming Cameron and Sydney.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The 2024 Sacred Heart Homecoming King is Brady Wells!
And the 2024 Sacred Heart Homecoming Queen is Caroline Stone.
That concludes our ceremony. Congratulations to our King and Queen. You may greet the court in the gathering area at the south end of the football stadium.
you doing, everybody? Bennington State Bank, and want to thank BSB one more time as they have brought the crowd out here to the stadium this evening. Bennington's folks making the short trip from up in Ottawa County. Nice crowd here from both squads as BSB They got the tab tonight. They paid the admission for everyone here this evening. And again, a big thank you to Bennington State Bank. And what's been a fun night here at, about said Salina Stadium, here at JRA Stadium in Gene Bissell Field here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Adam Coulter, Brian Dennett on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying things. 12 minutes on the clock, and Bryson Gotti back deep for Sacred Heart to receive as we are about set to start quarter number 3. 47-yard touchdown pass with 6:13 to go in the first. 2-point conversion good for Sacred Heart. Then 55-yarder, 3:28 to go in the first. 2-point conversion also good. Here is the kickoff underway now in quarter number 3, and that one low line drive kick and taken out of bounds at the 20. That's where the Knights will start 1st and 10 here. So start things off here in the third quarter, up 2 score, 16-0, a scoreless second quarter. Bennington 2 good drives deep into Sacred Heart territory. Both of those ended with the Bulldogs giving the ball up and turning it over on downs, and then Sacred Heart late in the second quarter, same fate for the Knights. And again, the score 16-0 as the Knights lead it. Here's the snap and a handoff. And looked like it was bottled up to begin with, but then just Carson Lehman kept on rolling. He's across the 35. Ball just beyond the 35, 1st and 10 for the Knights. 8 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. The Knights already up 16. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver up top to the left. Snap to Wells, handoff again. Lehman to his left one more time to the 40, and out of bounds to about the 42, 43, and they're going to spot it right between the two. 16-0, so a couple of big runs by Carson Lehman. Now the ball backed up a hair. So we'll say the ball just passed the 42-yard line of the Sacred Heart. Second down and short for the Knights. That was about a 7-yard gain. Another quick handoff. This one, Dom Matucci, I believe, had that one to the 48. And it is. Logan Gillett with the tackle for Bennington. That's a first down for Sacred Heart here in the opening minutes of the third quarter. Twin receivers to the left now for the Knights. Single receiver on the right. With a quick handoff to Lehman, and this time nowhere to go. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on first down for him. So right back to the 48. Second down and 10 for the Knights, and no gain. Like Hitchens in the backfield now alongside quarterback Wells. There's the snap. Quick out left side and incomplete pass intended for Matucci. So they'll bring up third down for the Knights. Run for no gain, and Incomplete pass. $10-12 to go here, third quarter. Knights up 16-0. That was a score after one. And neither team scored in the second. And here we are early in the third. Snap to Wells in the shotgun. Looking, rolling to his left. Pass complete. Be a short gain across the 50. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Knights. I know it wasn't it was incomplete over there. It might have been out of bounds. I couldn't tell which was the case, but either way, it's 4th and 10 for the Knights from their own 48. And again, the ball spotted just a hair more forward than it was. So Leon Rose going to kick it off. Low and back for Bennington. Isaiah Garrett's got it at his own 15 to the 20, 25. And slipping shy of the 30 up to about the 27 or 28 yard line. The Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 with 9:53 to go in the third. Zach Hernandez with the tackle for Sacred Heart. $9:53 to go, third quarter. 16-0 Knights. Bulldogs trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time this evening. Quick out left, 25, and spun and broke a couple of tackles there. Finally brought down. McVeigh, the ball carrier for Bennington. Looks like Tristan Hitchens in there on the tackle. So the ball to the 28. Maybe a short loss. We'll go ahead and call it 2nd down and 10. So again, McVeigh in the backfield. 4 receivers and looking long, far side to the right, up, and the pass complete. And boy, just hanging on for dear life. The opposing number 5, so that was Matucci. Was that 5 or was that 6? That was Matucci or Lehman. I didn't see if that was 5 or 6, but the 5, offensively, Isaiah Garrett, a big catch, and across midfield into Knight territory, just shy of the 40 to the 41. Four receivers again, 2 to each side. Snap again. Quick pass underthrown, intended for McVeigh from Rodenbeek. And it's incomplete. Clock stop with 8:39 to play in the third quarter. Back to the line, 2nd down and 10 from the Knight 41 are the Bulldogs. Again, 4 receivers. McVeigh, the lone back, along with Rodenbeek. Going to his right, pass caught and knocked out of bounds inside the 20. That was Isaiah Garrett one more time. Bryson Gotti knocked him out of bounds for the Knights. And he's hobbling a bit. He's going to head back. He's on. Got to get in some help here on the near sideline, and meanwhile, Bennington continues driving. So we approach the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter. In 4 wide, single back. And false start on the offense. So that's going to back Bennington up. It'll be 1st and 15 now. So back to about the 24 for Bennington. Backs them back out of the red zone. So it remains first downs. We're under 8 minutes to play now in the third. 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Snap to Roddenbeek. 3-step drop, goes long for his right. Good looking ball. And that's incomplete, and boy, that's a great catch by Isaiah Garrett over there. A couple of Knight defenders there, but Knight's caught a break. Good looking pass, good looking catch. He just caught it out of bounds, it looked like. 2nd down and 15 from the Knight 24. And the Bulldogs down 16-0. Trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Two in the backfield now along with Roddenbeek. Snap to him. And a roll to his left a hair. Over the middle. Tip. Nice play. Might have just saved 6 right there. Ball tipped up by Noah Hines. Intended receiver, Logan Gillett for Bennington. And had that paw of Hines not been there, that most likely would have been 6 for the Bulldogs. 7:40 left, third quarter. 4 wide again and 1 back for Bennington. Snap to Roddenbeek. Short drop, now going to keep it himself. And through defenders to the 15 now, goes to his right, still on his feet and knocked down. That's going to be close to a first down and close to the 10-yard line. Carson Lehman there to haul him in. Timeout's going to be called by Bennington. We'll take one as well. 7:16 to go, third quarter. Sacred Heart continues to lead by 2 scores. It's 16-0 as they lead the Bulldogs. You're listening to Sacred Heart Football, listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors Joe Guillory and by Bennington State Bank.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices, quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors Joe Guillory and Bennington State Bank. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. 16-0, the score. That's been the score since the 3:28 mark in the first quarter, as neither team scored in the second. So far, neither here in the third as well. But Bennington trying to change that. They're inside the 15. The ball's at the 12. It's 4th and about 3 from the Knight 12. And a big play coming here for the Bulldogs. 4 wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, single back. Snap to Roddenbeek, looking left. Running that way and reaching out. Pass is incomplete. And once again, well, there's a flag down, so I won't see what the flag is right about the 25-yard line. Well, and that was huge for both teams as a roughing the passer penalty called. So now that's going to move Bennington to about the 6, half the distance to the goal, and give them a fresh set of downs on top of it, so 4 chances to get 6 yards. That'll be spotted at the near hash on the left side. Clock rolls again, 7 minutes to play here, third quarter, and Bennington a golden opportunity. First and goal from the Knights 6. Pitch to the back, to the 5, and Leon Rowe with the tackle. That was Lewandowski. Took the pitch up to the 5, so a short gain of 1, but met Leon Rowe, and that was as far as he could go. Second down and goal from the 5 now for Bennington. Bennington back to the line. And once again, 4 wide as Bennington spreads it out. McVeigh in the backfield with Lewandowski. Oh. And that's in there for a touchdown. Logan Gillett. Five-yard touchdown pass. 5:51 mark here, the third quarter. Makes it 16-6. Now the important 2-point conversion to cut it to a 1-possession game. There's the snap. Right side and did not make it. 16-6 the score remains, 5:51, and it was a great effort by the Knights to keep the receiver Hart 16 and Bennington 6 as you're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by Bennington State Bank and Joe Guillory with L&L Advisors.
Are you looking for a professional change? Salina Regional Health Center has immediate openings with our financial and revenue cycle departments. We are seeking highly motivated professionals for the following key positions: Registrar, Certified Professional Coder, Health Information Management Associate, Financial Counselors, and Medical Billing Specialist. These full-time roles offer competitive salaries, comprehensive benefits, and in many cases, flexible scheduling with generous time-off policies. At Salina Regional Health Center, we foster a collaborative and supportive team environment. Interested candidates are invited to apply directly through our website at srhc.com. For further inquiries about these opportunities and others, please contact me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources at 785-452-7026. Salina Regional Health Center, taking care of you so you can care for others. It's the Salina Regional Health Center way.
And back once again here from JRI Stadium, Gene Bissell Field on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. 5:51 to play, third quarter. Bennington on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, although the two-point conversion was missed, or not, no good, I should say, but a great job at Sacred Heart to keep it at 6, so they still lead by 10 here. There's a short run by the Knights across the 25 up to about the 26-yard line. Cole Casper with the tackle for Bennington. 16-6 the score. And both teams came in winless. Knights were 0-4, Bulldogs 0-5, Bulldogs 0-2 in district, and the Knights 0-1 in district. And I mentioned at the outset that, really simply, if Valley Heights wins its next 2 games, they would be the champion of the district. And if the Knights win their next 3 against Bennington, Harrington, and Republic County respectively, they would be the runner-up in the district. And they would host a first-round game on November 1st here from Salina. Still a lot of things have to happen. Come the Knights back to the line. And I also said, too, one thing at a time, one game at a time. Knights back to the line. Hand off there. Is that Matucci or is that Lehman? A short run to the 30. That is Lehman on the carry. Kane Lister, the defender with the tackle for Bennington. Twin receivers to the right. 2 in the backfield as well for Sacred Heart. Snap and a pass near side. It is Lehman to the 35, and he's escorted out of bounds right there. So it's going to be 3rd and about 2 for the Knights now. Third and 2 for the Knights. Ball right on the 35. Under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Twins now to the left. Another handoff to Lehman up the middle. And that'll be good for a first down. Get those feet moving. As they're going to spot this now at the Knights' own 39. 1st and 10 for Sacred Heart. Clock stopped to move the chains. And it rolls once again with 4:40 left here in the third. Here's the snap. Quick out, near side, pass complete. Clock will keep moving. It was caught in bounds. Just across the 45 to the 46. Noah Hines with the reception for the Knights. That's about a 6-yard gain, we'll call it. 2nd down and 4. So we're going to go under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Back to the line. And boy, in a hurry. Across the line, was Cole Casper. Went way early Offsides against Bennington, 5 yards. 5 yards, and more importantly, it's another fresh set of downs and a first down for Sacred Heart. So a free 5 puts them across midfield into Bulldog territory at the 49. Clock rolls one more time. Snap and handoff to Lehman, still on his feet and across the 45 down to about the 43. That'll be about a 6-yard gain once again. 2nd down and 4 for the Knights. Ball spotted just beyond or just in front of the 46. No, check that, 44. And the snap, another quick handoff to Lehman. That time might have got a yard. Maybe 2, but not a whole lot of running room on that particular play. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Knights driving again, up 16-6. They had the first 2 scores, both back in the first quarter, and both 2-point conversions were good to make it 16-0. Bennington's got their 6 here in the third quarter and knocked out of bounds. Again with the reception, Noah Hines, and that'll be good for another Sacred Heart first down. Inside the 35 now. Ball spotted between the 33 and 34. Just over 2.5 to play here in the third. Matucci alongside Maddox Wells. It's a handoff to Matucci, 35 to the 30. Ball to the 28, 29. Actually right between the two. 2nd down and 6 for Sacred Heart. Chewing up some clock, and also the drive continues. Still up 2 possessions, 16-6. Again, quick snap. Little pump fake there and from behind, and pass caught by Lehman, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the red zone to about the 16. Well, and turnabout, the same call and nearly the same situation, not quite as far into Bulldog territory, but end of the second quarter, the Knights got rung up with roughing the passer call. Or check that rather, that was the earlier this quarter, I should say. And now the Knights, the recipients of a roughing the passer call, so that takes it all the way down inside the 10, 1st and goal from the Bulldog 8. There's snap, and that's nice play by Bennington to bottle up Don Matucci on the carry. 90 seconds left here in the third. Second and goal for Sacred Heart. We approach 1 minute left here in the third. Snap back. That's a false start against Sacred Heart with 56 seconds left here in the third. It's going to back him up 5. It'll be second down and goal. So back it up to about the, let's see where they spotted exactly, the 13 or the 14 for the Knights. It'll be at the 14. Clock rolls again. Second down and goal for Sacred Heart. From the Bulldog 14. There's the snap. Quick out to the right to Matucci. Couple of missed tackles and brought down inside the 10 again, down to about the 8. Back near the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third down for the Knights, third and goal. That might be the last play of the third quarter. 10 on the game clock, 30 on the play clock, and that is going to do it. So the clock will tick down after 3 from Sacred Heart. It's Sacred Heart on top by 10, 16-6 over Bennington, as you're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors Joe Guillory and by Bennington State Bank.
Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. 3 quarters in the books, the final 12 minutes on the clock. Sacred Heart third down and goal from the Bulldog 8. And the two teams exchange roughing the passer penalties. Bennington made good on theirs with its lone score of the game. The Knights trying to do the same here on this offensive series. Pass and intercepted at the 10. And boy, Cole Casper, Johnny on the spot for Bennington. That thwarts the Knights' drive. It's 1st and 10. They're pinned back in their own territory, are the Bulldogs, but they've got the ball back, and they keep Sacred Heart out of the end zone, more importantly. 16-6, 6 seconds gone by here in the fourth quarter, rather. Excuse me. So Bennington ball. Still down 2 possessions. Snap to Rodenbeek, looking to his left, and it's incomplete. Looking for Lewandowski. The Bulldogs down 6, or down 10 rather, excuse me, 16-6. And again, that important 2-point conversion that was unsuccessful by the Bulldogs. the difference right now between it being a 1-possession game and a 2-possession game. The Knights know that the Bulldogs need to score twice. There's the snap once again. Pass over the middle and picked off right back. That's Tristan Hitchens to the 15. Fumble and falling on it for the Knights. Boy, falling on it was Maddox Wells. So they exchange interceptions. Then the Knights fumble it momentarily, and Wells gets back on it. So now the Knights right back in Bulldog territory. And they're going to spot this. It's like right on the 10-yard line. It'll be on the near hash on the left side. Crazy sequence there the past. 21 seconds of game time. The Knights right back in the driver's seat with a short field. Snap to Lehman. Forward for a couple. 11.5 to play in the game. And the Knights in a golden opportunity for them to possibly put the game away with a score right here. Second down and goal from the 8. Twin receivers up top to the right. Don Matucci in the backfield along with quarterback Wells. Snap and a handoff to Matucci to the 5. And he's in there for the touchdown. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. 8-yard run for Don Matucci. And the Knights now lead it 22-6. So now a 16-point game, so 2-point conversion here could make it a 3-possession, or would make it a 3-possession game. Twin receivers to the right. Gotti and Matucci. Snap, and that's going to be incomplete. Oh, flag thrown. And the Knights may get a second shot at this. $10:50 left here in quarter number 4. And they're going to call a pass interference against Bennington. So they'll move them up half the distance. And the Knights will get one more crack at this. They trade interceptions to the two teams. Knights nearly lose it by fumbling it after that, still on the same play as their interception. But right now the Knights in for the 6 and trying to add 2 more, which would make it the 3-score game with 10:50 left in regulation. Snap and right in there. Matucci with the 2-point conversion as well. So Don Matucci runs it in for 6, runs it in for 2 more. 10:50 to go here in the 4th. Sacred Heart on homecoming night leads it. Knights 24, Bulldogs 6, back after a break. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors, by Joe Guillory and Bennington State Bank.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying things here this evening. Again, a big thank you to BSB, Bennington State Bank. They picked up the tab tonight, and a lot of people here at the stadium, JRI Stadium here in Salina on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Knights got the lead early, 8-0, then 16-0. Bennington came back with 6 in the third. Boy, a short. Well, it wasn't pretty, but they're going to throw a flag right at the 50. Boy, an end-over-end kick that didn't go very far at all. But what are they going to say? Well, the 10 yards would have been the 50. Going to spot the ball, it looks like just shy of the 50. Are they? Well, the onside kick would have had to have gone 10 yards. Where are they going to spot this? And they're going to wave off the flag. It's a first down for Bennington with a short field, as the Knights just a little squib kick that, well, from the 40 to the 50, if that's your 10 yards, they spot this between the 49 and the 50 and closer to the 50. If it had to go 10, it went about 9 3/4 yards, but just short nonetheless. If you're a Knight. And the Bulldogs to the line, 10:48 to go in the fourth. 24-6 Knights on top. Bulldogs offensive possession once again. Man in motion right to left. There's a pass, one-on-one down the field, and the pass is caught. That's a great catch once again by Isaiah Garrett. And that puts the Bulldogs down the field inside the 30, down to 27-yard line. No, 22-yard line, excuse me. So Bennington down 3 scores, but right back to the line. Big chunk of yardage right there. And here's the snap. Looking, and quick pass over the middle. And inside the 10, pass complete by Logan Gillett. And Gillett being helped off the field, it looks like. Not favoring. Hopefully just some cramping there for Logan Gillett and Bennington. Ball inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Single receiver to the left. Trips to the right. McVay in the backfield, along with Rodenbeek. Shotgun once more. Under 10 to play in the game. Knights up 24-6. There's the snap rolling to his left. Trying to turn the corner. Knocked out of bounds. Looks like it's going to go for maybe a yard. Second down and goal. And we'll call it no gain. Ball looks like between the 7 and the 8. On the left hash. Same formation. 4 receivers. Snap to Rodenbeek. Looking, still looking. And it's underthrown. He contact as he was throwing it. By Case and Ivy. So it's 3rd and goal now. In a short 8 or a long 7. 9:36 to play in the 4th. Sacred Heart 24, Bennington 6. Twins rather to the right and the left now for Bennington. And movement on the line. Who's it going against? Going to call offsides on the night, so half the distance. It's going to put this at about the 4-yard line. So it's 3rd down and goal from the night 4 for the Bulldogs. Snap again, looking right all the way. And that, what are they going to, they say a touchdown. And once again, Isaiah Garrett. Isaiah Garrett. Four-yard touchdown pass at the 9:31 mark of the 4th quarter. That makes it 24-12. And now the Bulldogs for 2 again. Man in motion now. Ronbeck looking, and out of the back of the end zone. Hit by Ivy as he was throwing it. Was Rodenbeek. 2-point conversion fails, and with 9:31 to go in the game, Sacred Heart leads at 24-12 against Bennington here on on homecoming night, I should say. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory, and by Bennington State Bank.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Welcome back to Night Football on Salina Post. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett. Hope you're enjoying the audio and the video. And Knights have the lead trimmed a bit, but still up by 12. Still a 2-possession lead, and I'll be surprised to see a lot of pass plays from the Knights on this possession, as they're going to want to chew up as much clock as they can, obviously. Knights have all 3 timeouts, and there's another onside kick. High bounce. And that could have been real interesting the farther it went. But the Knights do recover it. So 9:28 to go in the game. Knights ahead by 12, 24-12. I started to say the Knights with all 3 timeouts. Bennington with 2 of its remaining. Or 2 remaining, I should say. Knights back to the line. Handoff up the middle. That was Matucci, or was that Lehman again? That was Matucci on the carry. As the clock keeps on rolling. And the ball just shy of the 46. For Sacred Heart now, as we'll go under 9 to play before the Knights snap it again. But an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2 for the Knights. Snap to Wells. Handoff now. Bouncing off defenders and across midfield to the 45 is Dom Matucci this time. Lewandowski brought him down for Bennington. Clock rolls again. .8:15 and counting here in the game. Twin receivers left for the Knights. Single receiver to the right. One back. A handoff again right up the middle. Short gain. Matucci again the ball carrier. As not surprisingly, the Knights chewing some clock. As we're down to 7.5 to play in the game, and the Knights up 24-12. Knights back to the line one more time. 2 in the backfield now. Hand off to Lehman. Lehman to his right. That's close to another 1st down for the Knights. In a spot it looks like just shy of the 35. Third down and 1 for the Knights. And again, the ball just short of the 35-yard line. 6.5 to play now in the game. Another snap and another run up the middle for a 1st down and more. And still moving up there with it ahead of the pile. Matucci all the way up inside the 25 to the 24. 1st and 10 Knights. Clock moves once again. Ball at the 29 of Bennington now for Sacred Heart. Trying to tack one more score onto its lead and get their first win of the season. There's a snap, handoff, Matucci up the middle. Stopped after another gain, close to a first down to the 15. Timeout Bennington, that's their second. We'll take one as well with 5:31 to play in the game. Sacred Heart 24 and threatening. Bennington 12 as you're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post presented by Bennington State Bank and L&L Advisors Joe Guillory.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post. 5:31 to play in the game. 24-12 the score. Two teams in their huddles. So we thank all of our sponsors here this evening. Again, Bennington State Bank for picking up the tab for everyone's ticket here tonight. Nice crowd from the two schools a few miles apart in Bennington and Sacred Heart. And also our newest sponsor, 8140 Auto Service. Back to the line come the Knights. 5.5 to play in the game. They're up 12. Looking to tack one more score. False start against Sacred Heart. It's going to back them up. So it's going to go from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6. And the ball back at about the 20. So the ball just beyond the 20. 5.5 to play. Knights still all three of their timeouts. Bennington just one of theirs. Clock rolling again. Snap and a handoff. Matucci tripped up going right. Short game there. That was a 2nd and 6 play. Short gain on that play. Only give him about 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the Bulldogs 17. Gotti and Hines out wide to the right. Handoff Matucci up the gut and down to about the 10-yard line. And the ball spotted just shy of the 10, actually at the 11. First down for the Knights. And they can get a first down without scoring. As the clock now under 4 minutes. And twin receivers to the right. Single back is Matucci. along with Wells. Snap to him, hand off again to Matucci. Little stutter step and up to about the 5. Going to give him 7 on that. 2nd down and 3 for the Knights. And up to the Bulldog 4, I should say. Clock stop at 3:22 to play in the 4th, and one of the Bulldogs being helped off the field, but again, nice to see he's going out with it under his own power. And again, hopefully just a cramp and nothing more serious than that.
Next Friday, October 18th, please mark your calendars to follow Knights High School football team to Bennington, where they will battle another district opponent. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m.
And the PA announcer just mentioned it, that next Friday on the road at Harrington, 7 o'clock kickoff for that. We'll be there as well. And then Republic County in town in 2 weeks for senior night. And what could be a matchup to determine which one of those teams can earn themselves a home playoff game in week number 9. 2:45 and counting here. Matucci on the carry. 3rd down and 1 from the 2. 2.5 to go here for Sacred Heart. 24-12 the score. The Knights, the first 2 scores in the first, 16-0 after 1. Same score at halftime. Then Bennington got its first touchdown. 2-point conversion failed, but they were within 10 at that point, 16-6. Knights get 8 more to make it 24-6. And now 24-12. Another stop. Now it's a question of where the spot's going to be, and is it a 1st down or is it a 4th down? So it's 1st and goal from the 1. Actually, it looks like it's inside the 1. 90 seconds to go. Snap, handoff Matucci in there for 6. Touchdown Don Matucci with 1:12 to go in the 4th. A minute 12 to go in the game now. It's 30-12 Sacred Heart. And back in the 3rd, Matucci ran it in for 6. Then he also ran it in for the 2-point conversion. And we'll see whose number they call here. 1:12 to play in the game. The Knights 30 and the Bulldogs 12. So the Knights are going to move to 1-4. The Bulldogs are going to move to 0-6. Knights will be 1-1 in the district. And there's the kick. Down and up. And good. 31-12. I started to say the Bulldogs will be 0-3 in the district. The Knights are going to be 1-1, as the lone loss came against Valley Heights. 1:12 to play in the 4th. We'll take a break and come back. 31-12. The Knights on top. You're watching and listening to to Sacred Heart Football and Salina Post, presented by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory, and by Bennington State Bank.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
And back once again here to Sacred Heart Football, 31-12, with a minute 12 to play in the game. Sacred Heart and Leon Rowe tee it up. Line drive kick, and it out of bounds on the fly. So again, we remind you, next week on the road at Harrington for what could be the last road game for a couple weeks for us. Regular season next week at Harrington, then home on senior night for Republic County. The Buffaloes in town. And that would be the 8-week regular season finale. And then we'll see how things shake out as far as where the Knights will wind up for week number 9 as a playoff start, and they play their district game, Handoff, and not a lot of room to run there by McVeigh, as we're going to go under a minute to play in the game. On the game at hand, and neither team in any particular hurry to get to the line, but comes Bennington. Be about 30 seconds when the ball snapped. Left in the game. Might be the last play right here. Another one to McVeigh. And he is going to be tackled across the 35 to about the 37 or 38. That might be the final play of the game with 15 seconds and counting. Again, Bulldogs 0-6 and 0-3 in the league. The Knights they're 1-4 and 1-1 in the Class 1A District 5, and that will do it. Final score is Sacred Heart as they're victorious on its homecoming night. Knights 31 and the Bulldogs 12. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up this evening. As again, the Knights win it 31-12, and you're listening to Sacred Heart Football, listening to it and watching it here on our stream. Brought to you by L&L Advisors, Joe Guillory, and by Bennington State Bank.
For years, your vehicle has taken good care of you. And when it's time to return the favor, the place to go is 8140 Auto Service in Salina. From oil changes, tune-ups, and routine repairs to brake work, heating and cooling, and everything in between, 8140 can handle just about any job and be friendly to your budget. Located at 601 North Santa Fe across the street from Chuck's. 8140 Auto Service, where modern vehicle knowledge meets classic friendly service.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
And welcome back one final time here to Sacred Heart Football. The Knights win it here on homecoming night, 31-12, the final here. Do want to thank our sponsors, and there's a lot to thank as always. This postgame brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine and our other sponsors, Billings Group. We're broadcasting from the Equity Bank broadcast booth, our area scoreboard with Bennington State Bank. Also the smart play of the game with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. And it actually happened more than once, but the smart play I think was just there was at least 2 fumbles that Sacred Heart had that I can think of that they just fell on the ball and didn't try to do anything fancy. And going to call that our smart play of the game. Brought to you by Smart Insurance. Also the hit of the game. Brought to you by Salina Pain Clinic. Now I always have a hard time picking one play or one play out, but the hit in this one, the repping the quarterback penalty by each team, it actually wound up Bennington scoring because of it. We'll name that our hit of the game, brought to you by Salina Pain Clinic. Also want to thank other sponsors, including Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, also Vernon Jewelers, Apex Shears, 8140 Service, our newest Sacred Heart sponsor, Messenger Total Promotions, Kelly Kitchener with Shelter Insurance, and also Sage Products as well. Don't forget, coming up at 10 o'clock, tune into KINA for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show, as you'll hear game wraps and scores from across the state. Brought to you, as always, by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. You can hear that on 910 AM or 107.5 FM, or also online at 910kina.com. And a quick rundown of the scoring. 47-yard pass from quarterback Wells to Noah Hines. That was back in the first quarter. And Carson Lehman, the 2-point conversion, good with 6:15 to go, 8-0 Sacred Heart. Also in the first, little wrinkle in the playbook as the Knights showed. 55-yard touchdown pass with 3:28 left in the opening quarter, as it was Wells a pitch to Gotti, who threw it to Lehman for 55 yards, and the second touchdown for the Knights. Hines a 2-point conversion. That made it 16-0, and that would be the score after one and at halftime, as neither team could find the end zone in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Logan Gillett with a 5-yard touchdown pass for Bennington's first score of the game. 5:51 to go in the third, made it 16-6. The 2-point conversion failed. And then an 8-yard run by Don Matucci, the 10:50 mark of the third quarter. I'll check that. That would be the fourth quarter, as that made the score 22-6. 2-point conversion was good there, made it 24-6. And then the fourth quarter, Isaiah Garrett, a 4-yard touchdown pass at the 9:31 mark, 24-12. 2-point conversion, no good. And finally, to finish things up with 1:12 to go, Matucci with a touchdown run, 1-yard touchdown run. That made the final score, as the PAT also good, 31-12 in favor of Sacred Heart. So once again, as we head on the road again next week to Harrington. The Knights are 1-4. They're 1-1 in the district. And the Bulldogs now 0-6 and 0-3 in Class 1A District 5. So again, for Brian Dennett, I'm Adam Coulter. We will talk to you again from Harrington a week from tonight. 7 o'clock kickoff for that. We'll be there for it. Also, for more details on the game, log on to our website and all the area games. Log on to salinapost.com. Once again, for Brian Dennett, I'm Adam Coulter, wishing you a good night from Sacred Heart.